Hey, it's Coach Cliff with Northern Lights Swim Club, and this is your daily swimcast for July 22nd, 2024. A little bit different kind of video today because I'm shooting in Irvine, California here at the hotel. I'm here with Preston at the Speedo Championships here, and it looks like a pretty fast meet. Lots of collegiate swimmers showing up, and it's a beautiful pool, 250-meter pools side by side. Not too bad, except for the 85 degrees and the fact that you can't really get out of the shade. So we'll go ahead and get started here on today's practice. A few fewer cuts today than normal. We're going to get started with 10 100s, alternating 100 free and 100 backstroke. We're going to go the 100 frees on the 140 because we're good for that, and then we'll go ahead and do our backstrokes on the 150. This is all aerobic cruise. Really focus on getting yourself back into the swing of things after a couple of days off. When we get done with that, we're going to jump straight into 625's choice kick, no fins. I want to make sure that your foot speed is maxed out, and you can do any choice kick you want here. Fly, back, breast are free, kickboards are optional, and just make sure that we're focusing on tempo. Not as worried about power at this point, a little bit more on tempo. This coming weekend is the weekend that we should have had summer champs, so really focusing on quality and speed over volume and just getting massive amounts of yardage. We're going to go ahead and go straight from those 25 sprint kick into a set of 25s dive start sprints. We'll go ahead and do these in heats, and Coach Grant will be leading you today, so go ahead and take your time after each 25. You don't have to do these 25s back to back to back. Instead, I think you got more rest here. So if you can swim and get your recovery, great. If not, make sure you're walking around the deck, shaking out your arms, and getting your legs recuperated. We're going to go straight into a 300 breaststroke cruise after this. Focus on getting your head down and your hips and spine in line as you're swimming down the pool. Don't let yourself go down after a breath, and try to avoid lots of extra movement. We're really trying to keep ourselves really tight in that body line going forward, making the most of each stroke. We're going to move from that straight into a set that we've done a couple times before. This is a set of 10 25s. They're all on the minute. So the first 6 are going to be with fins, and we're focusing on really quick hip tempo. We're going to take those fins off and go ahead and do the same exercise, but without fins this time, and see if we're able to get our tempo up a little bit without our fins on. We certainly won't get the same distance per stroke or the same velocity through the water, but we're really focusing on trying to use our hips to generate power in our hands and our kick, and so let's really focus on that. A little bit of recovery, and then we're going to go straight into a breaststroke sprint kick set. A lot of times our breaststrokers get some neglect because they don't really get the opportunity to do the same amount of work that we get to do in our other strokes. And we're going to highlight breaststroke kick. I want to make sure that as your heels come up and turn out, that you're really catching water and pushing that water backwards. We don't want to be spending a lot of time pushing water out to the side, straight back, to make sure that we've got good efficiency on this kick. Do a little bit of recovery, and then we're going to finish practice with 2 100 IMs on the 4-minute interval in heats if possible, but be ready to roll with that in case we can't do heats. Remember, you got Coach Grant with you for most of this week. I'll be back Friday morning, but make sure that you take advantage of Coach Grant's insight and expertise. He's got some really excellent work that he puts into especially kick tempo, so make sure you pay attention to that, and I'll see you at the pool.